Hey, Yuri.
Pleased to meet you, Hallie.
I'm not Hallie. I'm Sayori.
Nice joke, Hallie.
You don't believe me? I'm 100% Sayori.
Natsuki told me about your situation. Are you helping her typing right now?
Well, I guess I could read it in Sayori's voice.
Not exactly. I'm actually controlling him.
Meaning?
I possessed him. You know what I'm talking about. Every ghost does that.
Is he okay with that?
He's got no say here. He belongs to me now.
Well, okay then. I don't think Hallie talks like this either. So, Sayori, how do you feel?
About what?
Returning to the reality.
Let me think.
Oh,
Well, it's not that cold, if I'm being honest, and cinnamon buns are the best.
Did Hallie take you to the bakery?
Yeah, he also cooked some pasta for me.
Wow, I didn't know he's capable of cooking now.
No, it's not that delicious, honestly speaking, but I want to be nice to him, so don't tell him that.
I'll keep this just between you and me then.
Where's not? Ellie told me a lot about her. What did that punk say?
Her class should be over soon, but I don't know what she's attending today exactly.
Natsuki! What is happening here? It's been so long since I talked with you, Nat.
Sayori, are you using Hallie's phone right now?
His laptop.
You sneaked into that machine or something?
I sneaked into him.
Yeesh. Speak, what did he say about me?
He said Yuri and you have a really nice relationship.
That's really sweet of him.
Did he say that?
What exactly did you say then?
I told him Yuri is a creep.
Natsuki.
What do you want me to say then? Explain that midnight phone call first. I was about to sleep.
My apology. My laptop told me to update, so I restarted the system to do so. But after that it just stopped moving and the screen stayed black.
Why can't you just Google it?
I've never used a laptop before.
I think you are aware of that. I don't use smartphones.
Oh, come on, it's 2021.
Wow, Yuri, you don't have a smartphone?
How is it possible that there are still people not using smartphones?
Yes. I always feel that the world of internet is too shallow and rushing. That's why I decided to not get attached to them as much as possible.
But cats and puppies are really cute, though.
I won't let her get into that if I were you. She's gonna drive you crazy.
Even though those lovely animals can really warm our hearts, don't you think that while throwing ourselves into such easy-to-digest contents, the real meaningful contents are also being thrown away by us?
Whoa. You stop that now. Did you fix the laptop or not? Don't you dare to call me at midnight, I'm telling you.
Hallie should be at computers, I think. He's the one playing video games all day.
I brought it to the shop to check for problems later. Just got it back to my dormitory today.
Huh, so you don't know about it.
But the staff there told me that the laptop was actually fine.
Yuri, maybe it's just you misunderstanding something is all.
I don't know about what.
Hallie told me that. He don't play games now, and he learns hard. I think you two can have some common language, Yuri.
What is his major, if I may ask?
Psychology. He's gonna be a therapist one day.
Well, he never told me that. Why does he want to be a doctor, though?
There's a lot he hasn't told you. Listen to this. He said that he thinks his roommate's sound is so loud that he can barely focus on studying.
Oh, speaking of which, he has a gaming console in his kitchen. He's just bluffing.
Hallie, would you mind explaining that?
I only play old games. Get back.
You're gonna keep an eye on him. See if he really is her hardworking person like he says he is.
It's quite a surprise to me that Hallie would ever want to be a therapist.
And he's in a literature club, too.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie to you like he does.
So he hasn't lost his interest in literature?
Yeah, he even writes poems.
Let me see.
That's actually not bad.
Wow, so good.
Didn't he take you to walk around the neighborhood? How's our hometown now?
IDK, he's moved. We took a walk around the suburb, not our old neighborhood. I think we've been here before, but it's not so different. I'd say there are no major changes.
Where do you used to live?
He said he's gonna take me to dig our time capsule later.
You buried a time capsule? Cool.
Your southeast district.
Oh, I was a little far from there. I live south.
That's gonna be a long walk to school every day.
Indeed, I need to get up at 6 to prepare. But I rent a house near our school when preparing for the graduation exam, just for the convenience.
So you rent a house, huh? I didn't attend the exam there. I attended it in another province.
Wow, the graduation exam. Still feels like a faraway thing for me.
Indeed, it's far away.
Yeah, like almost 3 years ago.
Tell me about it. Was it hard?
They say the year's exam was pretty hard. But I'd say students repeat that line every year.
You must have got a nice score.
Meet the legend herself.
You are exaggerating, Natsuki, but I am proud of myself. Didn't make any unnecessary mistakes.
You always do.
Do you feel nervous?
It was a lot more strict than our usual tests. Went through a couple times of times of security check, and policemen are everywhere. Just seeing their equipment is already nervous enough for you.
Natsuki's right. Despite it all, I think that by the time you're there, leaning back in your seat, you'll find your worries won't mean so much anymore and you'll feel relieved. The weather was nicely tempered during our exam days, neither too hot nor too cold. My palms didn't sweat much.
Yep, even the listening tests felt a lot more slower than usual. So much better than when they were all buzzing around during the tests of school.
Is it okay to bring water?
Yep, but you better put it on the ground. You don't want to accidentally knock the bottle over. And it's best if you bring some extra pens. What am I talking about exactly?
I actually went to the restroom during the math exam. There will be a person following you all the way to the restroom door, and when you are done, he will follow you to the classroom.
That's creepy.
There was something creepier. At my place, I heard there was a guy who suddenly stood up and tore the exam paper of another student.
Seriously?
That's mean. Why?
Yeah, it's true. Even the news reported it.
How was the problem solved in the end?
They gave that student another paper to rewrite his answers.
That was horrible. So how do you feel when it's all done? Must feel quite relief.
Now that's the strange thing. Every time someone asks me this question, I always find myself hard to remember how did I exactly feel, or what I exactly did during that time. The only thing I remember is how I felt before the exam, or when I'm preparing for it. That summer after that exam was like a blur to me. I can't remember anything specific. Feels like I went for a long sleep, or when I opened my eyes again, I'm in my new college.
Yes, and this vacation was supposed to be an unforgettable memory that you look forward to for a long time. Am I right?
Yes, that's exactly what I want to say. I just can't remember what I did, or what did I exactly do.
I feel the same way. I think it's a kind of psychological phenomenon. Maybe Hallie can explain it for us.
I'll tell him later. Speaking of which, how does the north look like exactly?
If you mean the cities, they look all the same to me.
Yeah, but the snows are nice.
I've always wanted to see snows. We never had one here before.
You won't be speaking like that when you can barely move your legs in the snow here on our streets.
Snows here are a little too wild. If you want to see the best whiteness, you better go to the central area. Their beauty there are more gentle, yet not too aggressive.
I see you're a member of the Leisure Club, huh? I told Hallie yesterday that I was gonna do some grocery shopping once the snow sets down, but it just keeps blowing and blowing. My legs are gonna stuck in the snow again when I go out.
It can't be that deep. I want to make a snowman.
Oh, one thing's different here. We don't have an air conditioner in our dorm.
Huh? Then how do you gonna survive the winter? It's gonna be dozens of degrees below zero there.
We have a central heating system here. I think it is built within the building structure. It's really warm once you get inside the house.
Yep, it's really warm.
So you don't have to worry about that. Even I have to take off my coat when I'm inside my dormitory.
You remind me of that sweater of yours. I always thought you were a person who's afraid of cold.
You're correct, I still am. I'll definitely cover myself up with amounts of clothes if I'm outdoors.
She's right. She brought the two giant suitcases when we took the train to get here. I was wondering if she had brought the books with her. Otherwise, how is it possible that someone will take up so much spaces? But she told me they were all her clothes.
You took the train together? Oh, that's right. Hallie told me you're in the same college. I forgot. What a coincidence.
It is a kind of a coincidence.
Besides, it was dangerous for me to travel alone. We could look after each other this way. Although her parents totally took that as a vacation.
Yes, they even took me shopping. I told them I have to register, and I have many other businesses to deal with. There's just not enough time for that.
But won't you have troubles if you don't use smartphones?
That's what you don't understand. Don't be cheated by her surface. She's actually quite impressive. She's a signed author now, though I don't know how she convinced the people at the registration department to let her go without scanning any QR code.
I wouldn't call myself a real writer.
If the magazines don't count, what about the things you posted to your blog? Let me show you her pieces. These are just the tip of the iceberg.
Indeed, they are merely the world build I wrote for my novel. I wouldn't call them the main story. They are just some random background stories, and it's not complete yet.
Awesome! What kind of novel are you writing?
Science fiction.
Huh. I don't know you're a fan of sci-fi, Yuri. I thought you will be writing fantasy or horror.
I happened to watch a nice movie when I was at 3rd grade in high school. It made me become a fan of science fiction. In fact, there is magic elements in my novel. It tells a story about the rivalry between magic and science, but in general, it still is a science fiction.
I heard her talking about it with me. I think the structure is too huge. I don't like it. It's really hard for normal fellas to feel related to that level of story. You got to focus on the ordinary people.
Natsuki has a point. I reconsidered my thoughts on that matter after hearing what she said. The whole project is at its beginning stage now, so I don't need to rush. The details of the story must be abundant, whether it's a huge structure or a small one. The worst thing about a science fiction is that there are not enough details in the world it builds to take the readers into that story.
Wow, you guys are amazing. No wonder you were members of the literature club. Natsuki likes writing complicated things like this now.
I'm not. I always prefer the simple style. The most complicated things are the most simple ones, you know. You can try translating things. Translating a poem or a lyric is a lot more difficult than translating an article.
I agree with you on that.
I'm gonna get back to Parfait Girls again. It looks like an ordinary manga on the outside. Most readers take it as an ordinary one too. But its story can be digged deeper. There's another surface under the surface. Parfait Girls can get deep if you want it to be deep, but all kinds of people can enjoy the story no matter it's deep or not. That's the simple I pursue. Get it? It's not just simply simple or just simply complicated.
I believe Sayori is going to pass out if you keep talking like that.
No. I like it. It's interesting. Speaking of which, even Hallie joined the literature club. Why didn't you two?
I did.
I do know we have a literature club, and I do want to take part in it, but I am really busy this semester. Can't arrange the time, so I have to put it down.
I was talking with Hallie about this the other day. That's an excuse. We won't give you any assignments like your press does. It's a place for you to relax. Well, you can join our discussion if you want, but you also can just sit there if you don't feel like talking.
How am I going to put this?
You like to sit alone anyways.
Are you guys all busy in college? I heard you said that Hallie is busy, and now Yuri.
Yeah, it is busy to be honest.
Didn't they all say that it would be easier once we went to college?
It's always easy to give an empty promise. Everything you heard that makes you feel comfortable and fills you with excitement and anticipation are mostly fake.
I agree with Natsuki. I've also learned a lot of things having come this far from home. Life is a lifelong lesson.
Are you doing okay?
Don't worry about that, Sayori. Maybe I should call you little sister Sayori, considering you are 4 years younger than us now. If life is a lifelong lesson, I will hand in a perfect answer for the final exam. I won't let our vice president down.
Don't push yourself too hard. You will never let me down. The most happy moment of mine is when we're all together. So Natsuki, and Yuri, and Hallie, of course, and Monica too.
Monica.
Oh, I don't know where Monica exactly is right now, but I believe she can hear. I want you all to lose the weight on your shoulders. Don't push yourself too hard. There aren't so many classes to attend and so many deadlines to catch up. You gotta enjoy your life while you still can. Look at those scenarios you described in your poems. How beautiful.
Thank you, Sayori. I won't forget what you said.
By the way, Yuri, you are so beautiful. Did anyone have a crush on you in the college?
Yuri might be good at writing things, but when it comes to communicating with people, she has no idea.
Well, this is true. Actually, there's this guy who I believe has interest in me. He always wanted to have conversations with me, but I always found it hard for me to lay down my guard. He also asked me about my novel, but I just can't talk with him the way I talk with you.
He asked you out?
Yeah, but I made excuses to avoid it. I think I'm going to mess up.
Jeez, how come? Don't think about it too much. Just follow your instinct and talk about whatever you feel comfortable with.
I'll try it next time.
What about not?
Me? None. I despise those people. Everything they say is just for fun. Wait till I meet someone who's willing to take things seriously. I don't like those shallow people.
I'm sure you can meet one. And Yuri, tell me more about that guy. How you met with him?
We take the same course. One time I handed in my homework too late and couldn't get in touch with the teacher. That's when he happened to sit next to me. I asked him if he knew any other way to submit it. He told me, just use your cell phone, take a picture and send over. And I told him that I didn't have a smartphone. I think that's how I made him interested. Then he said, "Are you that writer everyone talks about?" And I answered, "Yes, but I'm not that excellent as they described." We had a little talk about it, and then it just became routine for us to find each other after class. We didn't have any other courses scheduled those 2 weeks, so I ended up talking a lot. There's a small pond at our school they rarely maintain. It has a lot of shrubs growing freely. That's where we usually wander to.
Huh, I can't believe you never told me these kind of things.
Wow.
But after those weeks went, we were assigned to different schedules. We didn't have the time to meet up as often, so we had less opportunities to talk. He asked me for my phone number. I told him I'd prefer if he could send letters instead, since I can't talk as well over the phone. He didn't write a lot.
So he actually did?
Yes, we exchanged letters 2 times.
My, lucky for you to meet someone like that. I won't write a letter if I were him.
He said he wants to take me to the movies in his recent letter. It's a movie adapted from a science fiction. He said he wants to hear my thoughts on that movie.
And then?
I hesitated, so I refused. I've read that novel, actually. I was quite interested in seeing an adapted version.
Then why are you rejecting him?
I think it will move our relationship further. I am not ready for it yet, so I don't want to go out with him so fast.
How did he respond?
No, he haven't replied yet.
I have that kind of feeling too. If there's a person you can get along with and you have common languages, you will feel relaxed to talk with him when you are not so close. But once you started to learn more about each other, you will want to push him away.
Will you feel guilty?
Yup, it's guilty. Guilty for not understanding why you want to push someone you like away. But at the same time, you don't want to show him every one of your secrets either, so it's complicated.
I didn't get it before, and now I get it too. Sometimes it's best to just keep the balance. It won't end well if you poke a hole in the wall.
By the way, how does he look?
I think he's nice for my liking.
Do you have a photo?
No.
It's always so fun to tease you.
Come on, show us.
I really didn't receive any.
Huh, which major is he in? I'll go get it for you.
Natsuki,
Oh, by the way,
we are not what you think we are right now,
Natsuki,
so please don't do that.
What? I know, I was just kidding.
Helly told me about your cupcakes. He said you were a lot better than before.
I've been lucky enough to taste them a few times before.
Wow, I want to taste them too. Where are you, Natsuki?
Possibly got something to deal with at the moment.
What did she make for you? Tell me about it.
Natsuki didn't limit herself by only making cupcakes. She has tried making all kinds of pastries. Last time she showed me the croissant she made. Very delicate.
Delicate?
Yes, it's delicate just looking at it. Of course, the taste is impeccable too.
Oh, I want to have one too.
I'm back. Got a phone call. Yuri, what did I tell you? It's good, right? It's good, right?
God's honest truth.
When will you come over, Not? I miss you guys.
Did you find where Monica is?
We can go picnic. Remember to bring your famous cupcakes. It's going to be interesting.
No, it won't be fresh enough if I make them here. I will never call such things famous. Does Hallie still got an oven in his house?
He does. I think I did see one.
Then I'll come make them there.
Hooray!
What are you going to bake?
Wait, I'll write you a list. You gonna pick up those materials for me. I'll make croissants again. Gonna show you her my most satisfying dish. I've been doing researches on cheesecakes recently. I'll try them out this time, too. Oh, and Sayori, aren't you a big fan of cinnamon buns?
Yeah.
I haven't tried baking them before. I can do it this time.
Love you the most, Not.
Get away from me. Don't miss anything, I'm telling you.
I won't.
What's the black tea?
That's a part of the recipe. Well, it's hard to explain. You'll know when you eat it.
Oh, by the way, are there any interesting snacks in the north? Almost forgot to ask. You can't bring the cupcakes. At least bring me some of those snacks.
Have you ever heard of grilled cold noodles?
What is that?
It's like grilled egg noodles, but without the egg, and they will mix some other materials like sausages and vegetables in it.
Sounds like those pancakes I sold at school gate. They are familiar in a way, but grilled cold noodles are spicy. I don't know if they suit your taste. Just bring some. It's gonna be hell eating them anyway, so I wouldn't mind. Then I'll get something delicious too. Let's have a big party.
It won't be better if it really happens.
And then I'll go arrange the time with Yuri. We'll send you the time schedule in the group chat. Don't forget to pick us up.
I have a few drafts to finish, too. I'll leave you guys be.
Cool, let's call it a day then. I'm going too. See you then.
Okay, and then we're caught up to the present. Oh boy. I don't know if another phone conversation even happens. I can't remember. Let's just skip ahead for a bit. Goodness, that was a long log. Okay, there is one more. We'll just see. Oh, it still says skipping though. I'm gonna click furiously to turn it off. Okay, good. Is there anything to scroll to here? Are they doing the thing? Yeah, they're jumping ahead again. Alright, we gotta wait. Gotta wait patiently. Was this one very long? I don't remember it being very long. Then I don't remember anything because these things exit my short-term memory very quickly. Call me when you arrive. Come on. Getting late, you should get some rest. Yeah, you should all get some rest so I can scroll back and see, make sure there's nothing else. No problem. I think he stopped. Okay. Okay, no, it actually didn't skip ahead for once. As opposed to the interest or condition, look, I haven't seen Monica for quite a while. See, she's getting pretty. Yep, I remember all that. Okay, no, I guess we don't have to look back on anything in that one. Good. Because I'm pretty tightly able to fit this into 3 episodes at the moment, and I don't know if there's more, I'm not going to be able to do it. But wasn't there one more phone conversation? Wasn't there one more? Go, 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 go. I think it was close to here. Once they're in the room, maybe? Ah, here we go. Phone again. No, it's just garbage mail, never mind. Wonder why they included that. Even in his hallucinations, MC still gets garbage mail. Blah blah. Blah blah. Something about Monica, finding her. Sierra doesn't want him to because she knows he'll go even crazier than he already is. More garbage mail. Flight just got delayed. Okay, no, there's nothing. I just saw the no problem. I remember it. Bunch of jerks. Nucleic acid testing. Also, I've never heard of this in, like, airports or whatever. So, I don't know if that's just a cultural thing. Like, maybe it's a thing in China as opposed to here. They've actually mentioned a couple things that didn't, fit my frame of reference from being an American. So I don't know if that's just like how it is over in China or what, but some of the things they described like about those exams they were taking seemed odd. Yeah, yeah, see, there's nothing. There's just nothing. It's okay, we're in another rush. Yes, we do. We have to make sure there's nothing left. We have to make sure there's nothing left, okay? We have to make sure this is actually it. I really think this is actually it. There's probably nothing left to scroll back on. They're here, they said. Yeah, let's skip ahead. I'm skipping. And there shouldn't be anymore, because after this they go to the college. And after they get to the college, that's when everything falls apart. Yeah, there's the cute picture of them, and then they're in the college, and then MC has his emotional mental breakdown, and that's it. So yeah, I think that is absolutely it for After Image. There shouldn't be anything more. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Doki Doki. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye!